Hi all, welcome back to Europa Universalis, Price of Power. This is Ambitious Margrave. So scenario, this is my part 60 now, up to 60. And we're not quite finished with age 2. Going into the last, just about going into the last round of age 2. Although we've got the end of age, this round to deal with first. I haven't had a reply to my 2 questions that I left out there, which is rather surprising. It's the longest I've had to wait on an answer anyway, but that's not, you can't expect people to be just standing by. I'm assuming Mix must be a way out or away from a device that he can help out on, because he always does seem to be one seems to be the main one involved with the majority of answers anyway. So anyway, I'm sure we'll get something. So I'll kind of leave this army here, this influence and the army, the state of the army for now, and we'll see if we went the right way. We'll work it out. And then also it was if Austria were going to get any bot power from the trade that we've done. If they do, they will be 2 better off. It doesn't affect anything because they had already passed anyway. So let's move on. So Peace and Rebels phase. Right, first of all, remove CB tokens and truces. And then this is the one you lose to if you're not at war and you're removing a CB token. I think that could be worded better than that reference thing there. But anyway, we've not got any CB tokens, so we're going to remove truces though. So Oh, don't. Well, while Austria's got a truce, does that mean they cannot declare war at all? Oh, please tell me that's not the case. If that is the case, this is going to be a mess. Dear. Why didn't I think about that? Hopefully they just can't declare war on each other, but I'm hoping that's going to be the answer I'm going to find. But declaration of war, you may not declare war on a realm with whom you have a truce. Okay, I think we're okay. Oof. Just for a moment there, I thought they've got a truce and yet they're at war. But it's at war with totally something else. It's not. Yeah, obviously you can't declare war on a realm that you have a truce with. That's quite clear. Yeah, okay. I think we're okay. Carry on. It was a bit of a panic. So we remove this truce token and this truce token. Oh yeah, we've got this. I forgot about the marriage thing. That's that way up. What was the other thing I was thinking? Yeah, this alliance is that way up. But yeah, I think that's fine. I think that'll change come the time. So, right, hang on. Back to where we were. That was the way of looking for things. Damn, sorry. Yeah, cough still lingering. It's not as bad as it's been. I'm saying that, I don't know. Yeah, it's... Anyway. So remove CB tokens and truces. NPR invasion. I'm going to go through this more carefully though. NPR invasions, that's advanced rules, we're not playing with it. Rebels, siege or move. Right, there's no rebels on the map, so that's fine. Then we move into peace resolutions. Right, now the only war that's... no, that's not true. There's 2 wars going on. One, Austria against Bavaria, which to me they've got a total victory. And, well, 3 separate wars here. Brandenburg against Frankfurt, Trier, is it? And then, what is that? Cologne, I think it's Cologne or something. Cologne, I think. Again, these to me all seem like they are all total victories. Don't think there's an issue there. Defending the HRE is not tagged here as well. When Emperor makes peace with an eternal aggressor, if Emperor won and no HRE province is ceded, raise imperial authority by 1. So wonder if we'd done that at the time when Austria and Denmark were at war and the I think I maybe did actually. Okay, so right, peace resolutions. So we've got Austria and ourselves now. Austria was first player, so I suppose we should do the bot. But I mean, is there anything to look at here really? It's Austria against the non-player realm Bavaria. Automatic white peace. No, has achieved total victory against NPR enemy. And the wee one says, bot must occupy NPR's capital and provinces or taxes greater than or equal to half of NPR strength. Yes, it has. So it's going to annex all of the enemy's de jure provinces that are controlled by enemy or bot. Annex all of enemies de jure provinces that are controlled by enemy or bot. Place towns. Unoccupied vassals are released as NPR. Score prestige equal to tax value of annexed provinces. Remove any other tokens from all annexed provinces. Yeah, see, it doesn't talk about removing occupy markers there, does it? But it does say remove all our tokens. Where's it talk about? Is that in our peace resolution chart, maybe? Yeah, see, that's up the top there, which I think is what we're going to do. Remove war tokens, all occupied tokens, all player realm tokens except victors from loser's realm. And victor may discard claim from an area where they gain towns to remove 2. It's not quite, it's worded not quite the same here, but I think it's the same. So score prestige equal to tax value of annexed provinces, right? So this is for Austria. Yeah, no, it's got the towns already, yeah. Yeah, it says place town. There must be a bit where, whether it's or could it be that if it's a vassal right now, you would place the town? Because we've already got the towns. So I'm going to remove, now we'll leave this war token just now. I'm going to remove the occupied markers. Right, so that's occupied markers removed, and then they score 3 points, don't they? So they're up to 30. Up to 30. We are both at 18. Okay. The war token's still there, but right. So moving on from that box. Yeah, I mean it does say remove any other tokens from all annexed provinces. So maybe that covers the occupied marker. I think we talked about this before. So then it comes right down. If enemy still exists, flip war tokens to their true side. Right, then the enemy doesn't exist here, does it? If enemy still exists, flip war tokens to their true side. Player realms on both sides may add a claim where they have lost towns. That's player realms. Bought that, right. Yeah, see, this is why, you know, in our bat, any player or satisfies total victory. Victor's a human player. Victor's a human player, yeah. Loser's a human player, no. Victor wants to enforce full annexation, yes. Remove war tokens, all occupied tokens, all player realm tokens. Then remove a claim to... Why doesn't it word it the same for the bot? Because now I'm at this bit down the bottom, and I mean, this one, surely the enemy does not exist anymore. It was Bavaria was the enemy. That was the enemy realm, and we've now wiped it out. Or Austria's now wiped it out. It's all got Austrian towns in it. They're not occupying it, they're owning it. So the enemy does not exist. Which suggests there that you don't flip the war token. Which, yeah. I don't get that. I don't understand that, but I think the war token just comes off now. Well, it may be that it's meant to come off there. But then that's the box that takes you down to next. Why would it bother stopping at that box? Well, no grant. If the enemy did still exist, it would matter. Right, let's just say you took 2 of the provinces and left 1. The enemy would still exist. But then that's suggesting there that there's still a war token there. Well, of course, you could say that if they've annexed all the enemy's provinces here... In fact, no, hang on, that wouldn't be a total victory if we hadn't done that. If we had only took 2 of their 3 provinces, it wouldn't be a total victory. So it would come down a different track, wouldn't it? Okay. Again, if I should probably go back to the bit Martin pointed out to me. I don't think this was involved though. Maybe I'll go and look at it though. Right, I went back and looked. The bit that Martin sort of highlighted was when we were talking about trying to work out the peace side of things. This is a different thing. I don't think there's any issue. There's no peace involved here. It's a straight up total victory and whatever. Unfortunately, he's highlighted a major blunder I've made. Which I actually think I can fix in a beneficial way to myself, I think. No, I'll see. Let's just go through this first. So I think the war talking comes away there, right? So I'm going to remove that, and then we're moving on to this box here. So it then says remove bot's claim from areas where bot now owns all provinces. Well, it doesn't own all the provinces in the area, so we're not removing that. For each claim removed, remove 2 and rest. And score 2, so it's not going to do that. If able and less than 2 in place. See, I think that's going to be linked to that. I know I was talking about it before, but I think if I look up placing a core, I'm pretty sure you need to own all the provinces in the area to place a core token. I'm pretty damn sure. Maybe you should look it up. Well, that's there. Core tokens, page 21. To place a core token, a player realm needs to own all the provinces in the target area. Right, let's just stop. That's it. Right, so I knew that was the case. Right, so we've done that, and then any remaining wars to resolve during this step of peace resolution. Well, yeah, there's our one. Our war to resolve. Actually, I should have went through this first. Now, there's this effect. Should I try and fix this mistake first? Yeah, because if we had done this to resolve Austria, peace resolution, any war satisfy automatic white peace, no. Any player realm at war satisfies total victory conditions, yes. Go to first player in the player order, right, that would be in Austria. Victor's a human player, no. Go to bot peace resolution solo rules, so we didn't done that. So now we're coming down, well, hold on, let's discuss this error. And this is a stupid one, and I know it's just one of these things that there's that many rules that you're just going to sometimes get caught out. We took an influence action, and this is back in, I don't know if it was part 53 or 54. Martin looks like he's going through, that's where he's at the moment. So this just came in quite recently. So whatever part it is, we take an influence action to put influence into Saxony. We spend 1 diplomatic power, and we also spend 9 ducats to place 4 influence cubes in Saxony. Well, you can't do that. You can only put a maximum of 2 in an area. And yeah, I know this, but so what we had there was 1 grey cube. So I think I can get away with this. Because when we do it, we only remove 2. I can. I'm gonna just take this, right? And okay, this isn't great. So the thing is, I'm getting the money back as well. So you might be doing me a favour here, Martin. Which I'll take it. So when I took the influence action, I could only put 2 in there, which would have been 1 diplomatic power and 3 ducats. I'm giving myself 6 ducats back. Now you might be booing here, which you're entitled to do maybe. So, but that's what should have happened. And then at that time there would have been this in this area. And I don't think anything else happened. But then when I played the subjugate card, let's find it. It's the 3rd card down, I'll leave these 2 out. So when I played the subjugate card, I had to discard influence from target NPR equal to target's base tax plus any... No. This went away. I'm sure it did. It went away before we done it, didn't it? If it didn't, then we're screwed. I'm sure it... Did it? Because I remember looking back thinking, right, would I have known that the influence would have been there? Did I really need to put all that influence in there? If it was away, the thing is, that would have went away when we rolled the dice. Yeah, but I don't know. Yeah, I want to say that we didn't play the subjugate card till the next round. Yeah, that was the last action we took. No, in fact, no. We took this in the next round and then played it the next thing in turn. By that time, that grey influence cube had went away. I'm going to have a glance back on that, right? But if I had only 2 influence in there at the time, I would still be able to play this because we had a royal marriage as well, which reduces the amount of influence you have to spend. So I would have had to spend 3 influence because the NPR tax value base tax is 3. There wasn't any other opponent. I don't think there was any other influence in there. If that grey cube was in there, let's say we're doomed, but I'll double check that, but I don't think it was there. So then we annexed it, and remember, we needed to have the base tax. We needed to be not at war, which almost blundered the game, and then our base tax needed to be greater than, because we had the royal marriage. So I think we then only had to remove 2 influence. So although it's a cheeky go back and take the money back and whatever, maybe I should not take the money back for my mistake, some of you might be saying, and I might be telling some of you that you can go and do one. The thing is, me putting that 2... Well, look, if I needed to put 4 influence in that area, I would have had to do it over 2 turns. So when I put the 2 in, I would have had to then put 2 more in, but by then, the grey cube had been removed. I would have looked at that and thought, oh, I don't need to put any more influence in there because I've got a royal marriage in there. I've got 2 influence in there. I only need to remove 2 cubes. So as long as that stays that way, fortunately it did. I know I was saying about, well, I'll just put the 4 in because Denmark or Austria might put cubes in there. So I'll put the 4 in, but I clearly was breaking the rules that you can only put 2. And so, just let me go and just double check how many cubes I needed to remove when I took the subjugate action. Okay, yes, we do indeed get lucky, and I'm going to allow myself this one. It makes it an easy fix for me. What I'm also going to be cheeky about is I'm going to spend these 6 ducats that I've just acquired, if you like. Oh God, I'm throwing it all over the place. Yeah, the 6 ducat I've just kind of acquired. Whether you'll agree with that or not, I mean, I don't feel like there's an issue with that. Like I say, I always fix things in a way, and if it benefits me in any way, then, you know, I do that as well. So I'm going to pay 6 because I would have had that at the end of the turn to remove one of these loans. And I'm still sitting with 5 ducats because I would have only spent 3 ducats, 1 diplomatic power to place 2 cubes. That's all I could have done. I still would have, well, whether I'm saying I still would have done that action as is, I don't know. Maybe I would have thought it was wasteful. I don't know, because the fact that we only had 2. But hopefully, because there was another grey cube there. But here I would have had to then move into the next round. And it's when I move into the next round that grey cube gets removed, and then I can still carry out the action with having the 2 influence. So I'm gonna go with that. Okay. Right, but thanks for bringing it up, Martin. That was a stupid mistake, and hopefully now, like I've just replied to him, I'll not get caught out with that in the future. Yeah, just one of these daft ones that you can easily do, it seems. Well, maybe just me can easily do it. These are the ones that people watch back in the video footage, and I've done it myself, watch back and says, no, you can only, you see it yourself when you're watching back these things, and yet, see when you're playing the game, you're doing the recorder and whatever, okay, that's me making excuses now for myself, but it's easily done, you know. As long as you know that the rules there and you've made a mistake with it, but because I want to play things right, I need to fix it, and that's the best fix we can make, so, and actually benefited myself. So anyway, peace resolution for Brandenburg against the realms in Westphalia. So there's 3 wars here, but I think we can just go through them all in a one. I don't think they need to be individually went through. So no my way peace. Any player realm at war satisfies total victory conditions. There's got to be 2 there, and I suppose I should. Just on the back, it tells us the wee 2 is down the bottom. Again, a player realm must occupy all of their enemy's provinces where the enemy has no deployed land units versus an NPR enemy. A bot must occupy. That's a bot, yeah. So, yeah, I mean, we occupy all their provinces. They have no land units. They're an NPR, so it's a total victory as far as I'm aware. And that's for each individual realm. There's 3 of them, but they all apply, and I think we can just go through them together. So yes, go to first player. Right, Victor's a human player. Yeah. Loser is a human player, no. Victor wants to enforce full annexation. Yes, again, Martin did go over the fact that what benefits this might do. I'm not going to go there. Well, to be honest, yeah, we've got towns already on there as well, so I don't know. Let's just go through an annexation again. So we're going to remove the war tokens. We're going to remove the occupied tokens. So I'm going to just do this off camera, although I decided to try and move the war tokens at the moment. And then we're going to remove the occupied tokens. So let me do that. Right, okay. Right, so I've removed them. And then the victor may discard a claim from an area where they gain towns to remove 2 unrest per claim. If NPR is annexed, we're removing a active ally loses to... Yeah, it's not that then. So, now, although I'd like that claim to sit there and give us the claim to go and then attack the other 2 realms that are there, I think this unrest is getting a bit much. So we've got 2 already that we're going to have to deal with, and this would be another 3. I mean, the thing with this one in here is that our army is here. So there's less. I still think you should remove the claim. How much does it cost to place a claim? Is it just 2 diplomatic power maybe? Fabricate a claim. It's 2 diplomatic power per claim. It must be at peace. I think we should do this. Yeah, I think we should do this. So I'm going to remove the claim. and put 2 of these. I'm going to go for this one, Cologne, which I think is Cologne, and Frankfurt. I don't know why. I feel like I might have seen Frankfurt on a trade thing. I'm sure they're all on trade cards somewhere, aren't they? Just in case, there is well, actually no, because we've got a rebellion coming up. It's just going to attack the army, isn't it? Yeah, and this is things I'm starting to see. We need, we should have military units in these areas with unrest. Not so much for this one that's cored, actually, because that, actually what happens to that? What happens to the liberation? Anyway, right, let me come back to that. Let's finish this. Well, that's it finished, I think. And then goes, any player realm at war satisfies total victory conditions. Then, so we'd basically cycle through then all three different realms, and we'd end up with, well, yeah. Because because you're doing them individually. It says remove a claim and remove unrest from 2. Yeah, no, that's fine. I could have removed unrest from 2 before actually resolving the other peace resolution, I think. Because it's not that it was an unrest thing, a suppress unrest, it's just remove unrest, so that's fine. Yeah, what was I thinking? Yeah, what happens to the liberation of, well, not to a bot, 37 maybe? Yeah, rebel dice. Rebellion. A rebellion against a town that, it's just a wee token that goes on top, yeah. So it doesn't take it away from us. That goes on top, and then we've got to siege it back again, isn't it? That's what happens. So this one's good for the fact it's cored. This one's not, but we don't own provinces. How can we do... Oh, it's a card, isn't it? I just read that. Core... I want to say maybe page 22. No, 21. There you go. I flicked to that page. To place a core token, a player realm needs to own all the provinces in the target area, which in that area it does not now, because we lost that one, foolishly. Whereas we left some of the units in there. Again, mistakes will be learned from that. And then it says, and use the integrate area action on a development card. So I need an actual card to be able to do that, to core it. So how have we got the cores on before then? That must be through something else. Is that through the peace resolution? Because we do have a core in that area. No, where that came from. That came from an event or something. Or a mission. I think it was a mission. To put a core in an adjacent area. Yeah, and that's quite powerful, actually. Yeah. Because now we've got to go and fight this back again. Unfortunately, we do have the claim in there, but... Yeah, okay. Right, that's peace resolution done then. So, moving on, Grant, moving on. Prestige penalties, yeah? No more war to sort of resolve. There's no war tokens out there, there's no... No. Right, here we go, prestige penalties though. Yeah, we needed influence, didn't we? Yeah, and we've only got one. Yeah, we're suffered here, don't we? So flip all contested, or whatever it is, flip all these marriages on this side back to their normal side, right? So this gets flipped back, so that's fine. However, that's in is it in Hanover? No. They're both the same realm. So these are both technically in the capital, I think. I've just got them both covering the 2 provinces of the realm. Yeah, okay. Lose 3 prestige per one of them that is flipped. except for if it's on a vassal, and realms with whom only you have, if NPR you most, you know what, I'm not liking the way that this is coming out, to be honest. Well, I'm going to go back to the rule book here. That's muddling me about a bit. So, prestige penalties. Disputed succession, flip over. All marriages that are still displayed are disputed succession side. Each player loses 3 prestige for each of their marriages getting flipped. A player may avoid this penalty if they are the only player realm to have an alliance or a vassal in the capital of the realm. Well, I'm the only player to have an alliance on the capital of that realm. However, it says, and also have the most influence, which we actually do have the most influence in the area, but it's got to be a minimum of 2 if it's an NPR. So that I wasn't getting that from that reading of that, so I might not be looking at that anymore. I don't know. Maybe once I understand it better. This is the first time we've done that, so fair enough. So I'm going to lose 3 prestige. None I can do about it. So I was on 18, I'm down to 15. If I'd had 1 more influence in that area, we would have been fine. That's my understanding of that. So, right, okay, I will jump back to this reference then, because I'm maybe dissing that, and it was the first time we'd done it. It's the way it's worded is a bit sort of briefer than what I just read there. Interregnums, no, we're good, we've got a ruler. And hang on. Sorry, the other part of prestige penalties is that you lose prestige equal to tax value of occupied towns. If you had towns that are occupied, you would lose prestige. You know, if they were occupied by an enemy of yours. Yeah, but there's none of that. So interregnum, no. Religious descent. Right, okay. Any area is one a different religion from state religion, each area containing your... Right, bots gain a maximum of 1 unrest here. And each area containing my towns add 1 unrest to any of my towns. An area containing my vessels add 1 or remove an influence. So, well, turn order, I suppose. So Austria have religious descent in Jutland and in Austria. Sorry, zoom out a bit for that one, Grant. And Austria, because they've got diverse faiths there. So, and this is fine. This is Catholic. And this is Catholic. That's Protestant. This is diverse faiths. Catholic, yeah. Catholic, yeah, that's fine. Oh, and down here, Catholic. Yeah, so it's they 2, but they can only get 1 unrest. So we add 1 unrest. It's just them that's adding it. So it's going to pick a small town, alphabetically. We've got an S, that's a big town, so we've only got an S here. And up here we've got an O, an S, and an H. So yeah, we're going for Holstein, isn't it? So, and they only get 1 unrest. Okay, and then Denmark, I don't have any religious descent, I don't believe. They might next turn the Protestant thing, because that might well spread across. I think it might spread into there. So, no. So, no unrest for them. Right, for us... So, we're Protestant, remember. So, this is Protestant, this is Protestant, this is Protestant, this is Protestant. Oh, yeah, we forgot about this, didn't we? So, this is going to be Catholic, isn't it? Yeah, not sure if I considered that. Well, it's where our army is, like I said again. So, we get to choose which one of them goes on unrest. We just add 1. And each area containing your towns. Yeah. So I'm going to pick Cologne here. Or Colne. To flip that into unrest as well. Right, and then of course the bots get to remove an unrest, don't they? Because I've got the ideas. So they're each going to remove an unrest. We will not. Our stability is at -1, so it's not at the unrest bit. We are going to lose 2 ducats, but we're not getting the unrest. They're gaining from the ideas that they've got in this one here, and they've got the same. So they can remove 1 unrest. So Austria first. Again, well, I suppose alphabetically we might just be taking the next one back off. No large ones to remove. That's an O, that's an R, that's a V, that's an H. So we're going to take it back off the Holstein again. And then Denmark don't have any unrest actually. No, they're just sitting sweet up there. But oh, I'll tell you what. When does it happen? At the end of the round, Denmark's going away, surely. I know I talked about it last night. Their tax income is 7.6. It's 13. Ours is now, in fact, we're down here now. Ours is 11, 15, 16. So actually, you know what? We've got this. We've managed. No, hang on. Yeah, it's 15 without the vassal. That was 4 and 15. Yeah, so we've actually completed that first part of that. But the second one, I can't. I'm not quite sure I can work it out. That second one. Anyway, so Denmark's getting replaced by France. Now, when does that happen again? It was the end of a round, but now where are we here? We're in the midst. We're in the unrest. Gain, remove unrest. The step H, and Denmark don't have anything. So to be honest, there's maybe no point going through Denmark though if they're going away. Where are we here? At the end of a round, if Brandenburg has eclipsed either of their 2 rivals, Denmark or Austria, so if hang on, either by fully annexing one of them, which we've not done, or attaining a higher tax income than one of them during phase 4, France bot will be activated as a replacement for that bot. Yeah, and if they're both the same. So hang on, is this phase 4 that we're on? No, this is phase 3. So yeah, but why are you going to bother messing about with Denmark in the phase 4? I'm going to just say that they're going. Well, hang on. It says keep the towns that replace bot on the board. So I guess it's when we check the tax income then that they're going to go away. Now this is going to cause problems to my rule book being where it is. Well, maybe I can still get a bit of the map, to be honest. Yeah, I should be able to. Okay, so I'll keep that open. That was step 8. Now, we do need to roll rebel dice, so I think Denmark need to be around for that because, well, mind you, there's nobody in unrest. But if they did, I think it would have an effect. Because I think Denmark just turned into an NPR. And again, NPRs can't have unrest, so, okay. Roll rebel dice and turn order, each player rolls rebel dice, right. See, it doesn't tell you there, because the bot can only roll a maximum of 5. It doesn't tell you there. Is that not right? Rebel dice. That's a missed out thing then, if it is. Yeah. They roll for all their unrest at once, not area by area, and they roll a maximum of 5 rebel dice. It does not tell you there on this reference thing at the back. It just says roll rebel dice and turn order, each player realm rolls rebel dice. So I think that should say that in there. That's going to, if that reference is to be right. So what are we doing here again? Rolling rebel dice. Right, get the rebel dice out, Grant. 2, 3. That's across. Right, and turn order. So it's Austria. Well, Denmark doesn't have any. We've said that already. So Austria have 1, 2, 3. Yeah. And they roll for them all at once. It's not per area. So they're rolling 3. Just double check. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, they're rolling 3. So that's all bot power loss. So, and they only get to sneak away with just 1. It's just a shame. I think, mind you, is it going to cause them much trouble if they lost manpower there as well? Right, so that's a bot power loss. Now remember, we're still hanging on here and wondering if there's a bot power loss, Grant. That goes away. If they might have 2 extra bot power from that trade. Still haven't had my answer, so. Right, and then for us, now, we've got 1 in this area, we've got 1 in this area, we've got 2 in that area. So all these roll for separately. These are the 2 that we were worried more about, because the rebellion result is going to mess us up. But, well, no, hang on. In particular, this area, because they're not cored. Right, so I'm rolling for Pomerania first. That's the one up top. It's the one that is cored. A blank. Ooh, let's have more of them. Right, and then I'm rolling for Saxony, right? This is the one we don't want rebellion result. Right, it's power. Monarch power. Right, well, I clearly take that from administrative power. Yeah. Okay, so that's day 2, and then we roll 2 dice for Westphalia. This is where we've got our army anyway, so it's not quite so brutal. Oh, we get so we lose a manpower and we get 1 unrest removed. So that was good. That was a good one. Because, now hang on, lose a manpower. Right, anyway, the unrest removed, I'll just take back colon then. Colon. Does it lose a manpower from... Can't remember this one. It's exhaust 1 manpower, isn't it? That's what the... Exhaust 1 manpower. Yeah. Move 1 regular unit from available or from your deployed units to exhausted. Yeah, okay, so I can take it from... well... Looks like I've got 3 in here and 3 in here. Something's moved about a little bit. I'm going to take it from the other one. I'm not going to take it from my army. It will mean I can only get back 3 of these. Well, hang on though. When you get the bulk manpower back, jumping ahead here. Right, where's the bit about refreshing manpower though? Not seen this. Yeah, it says refresh half of exhausted units. A minimum of 3, maximum of 6. Yeah, okay. So it's not based on anything else in particular. So I would get 3 back. I do still have that military forms thing to use, but remember that will cost me a military power to do it. So I don't know. The fact that it's going to give me another one of these tokens and give me 1 more manpower sounds pretty good. Okay. So that's a rebel dice dealt with. So now we are on to phase 4 and the incoming upkeep. And it says you may take loans during this phase, which might be something. No, I don't think I should be taking a loan. So, well, of course the bot doesn't deal with this, does it? No, the bot doesn't deal with this phase at all, does it? Well, sorry, no, it doesn't deal with cut costs, collect income, corruption. It then does deal with monarch power because it gets bot power, and then score prestige, right? Okay. So it's just there's no much point me adding more to Denmark than now because they're going away. So, right, let's see how much money I'm getting then, because that's only just me, right? So I'm getting 11, 15, and another 4, 15, 16. And I'm losing 2 here, down to 14. I'm losing 1 here, down to 13. And I'm losing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so down to 7. So I think I'm getting 7. Oh, no, take the 2 away. 2 loans. So I'm only getting 5. I've took the 5, right? So that's all I got out of that. So that was advisor upkeep, military maintenance, interest on loans, and the modifier for stability. Okay, done all that. Corruption doesn't apply. So collect monarch power. Well, let's just keep going with myself. I know this is glary. So I've got 1, 4, and 2. So 1, 5, and 2. So I'm going to have an extra 1 in there. I'm getting 4 more in there. 1, 2, 3, 4, and I'm getting 2 more in there. Okay, not too bad, I suppose. It was certainly worse. It would have been worse with that other ruler. Right, and then for the bots, well, I don't really see the point in doing Denmark here. They are the papal controller as well, so they receive an extra bullet power for that. Well, Austria's still involved. They're going to get 7. So they're going to discard their spend and get 7. So they're going to have 10 here in total. Right, I don't think I'm going to move Denmark's because I don't really see the point. So we are going to roll for the Emperor as well. It's down as far, well actually it's not quite as far as it can go. You need to roll a 1 though. Right, it's a 6, so that's a definite increase, isn't it? So a 6, it's going to raise it by 1. So it's going to raise this by 1, so that means this cube's coming out, the one that saved me. Gives him an extra bot power. I've got the grey cube down here, I'll get to that in a minute. And then the papal controller would receive an extra bot power. That's actually Denmark though, so I mean, I don't think they're away yet. I don't think we can. I need to see what happens. And score prestige. There's none of that. I'm going to taste the papal controller. Right, okay. So update and refresh allied units and armies. So what are Austria? They are 8, 11. So I think they've jumped. I want to say they've jumped up 1. How could that have been? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Did they place another town out somewhere? I know they dropped down to 10. Oh, hang on though. They get 1 extra for this as well. No, they get 2 extra for this. They must have put towns out somewhere. Can't think where. So they get 2 extra manpower and, am I counting that right? 8, 11. Yeah, and then 2, so 13. So they're getting 2 more? Or was it 3? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. They're wanting 13, aren't they? Yeah, 11, 12, and 13. Right. I'm just sort of wondering how they got that back. Ah, you know what it was? It was in here, wasn't it? They just recently attacked in their grant. So that's where they got it back. They got 3 towns put out. Okay. So that's that. Again, I'm just going to skip by Denmark's because I can always come back to it if I need to do it, but... Oh, hang on. We've got a ship out there as well, Grant. I forgot about the ship. It would have cost us half a ducat. So I'm going to spend another 1 ducat there from my supply. So I'm down to 9. Yeah. I forgot about that, about my one ship. And then so we update our manpower. I'm going to just get by Denmark. So what have we got now? We've got 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We've got 13. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in our army. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's only one more. Why did I think I was getting 2 there? And that becomes available, yeah. Is that right? We've got 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, must have had 12 last time. Yeah. Okay, that's good. And then we refresh. So we refresh half of these, minimum of 3, maximum of 6. So 1, 2, 3. And that's that. Right, this remove all alliances, blah blah blah. Now there's something else that alliance should be flipped over as well, shouldn't that? Now where would that have? Yeah, this definitely should be flipped over. Remember, we're still not sure about this cube, and well, we know the army should be in here, but this alliance should flip back over because there's no war anymore. I mean, they're not at war, so I'm not quite sure if I missed that step, or I'm pretty sure that's right. So remove all ill health from that, adjust imperial influence and redistribute. Right. So Westphalia still holds 1, I think, because it's taken, yeah. Then we've got, what are the other ones again? Is Rhineland one of them? I forget them all. Westphalia, Brandenburg, Bohemia, and Saxony? Is it? Yes. There's only 4. So, well, actually, Saxony maybe. Saxony would be 1. We don't own everything in Saxony. Well, mind you, this might not be here. Again. So what? Hang on, Westphalia, Saxony, Bohemia. Yeah, and then alphabetically, I suppose Bohemia would come before Saxony. Right. What I'm doing is, I'm going to put this in here, but if this is getting removed from here, which I think it might be, I'm going to change it and put it in there, right? I know, it's awful messy, I know. As long as I know what I'm doing. Right, reshuffle bot decks, that's the one, that's the bit that's there. And I know we've to put our merchants back as well, so I'll jump in and get that, but just get this out of the way, because I know I'm now going to have to go and sort France out. So it's not the end of the age routine here, but it is the change of a... So I'm going to... Well, let's reshuffle the bot decks first. Now, hang on though. Again, we're not going to have this bot deck, I don't think. Well, Austria's is still there. So did they have any... They did no focus actions. None of these are ideas or events. So we're going to take 2 of these 3 and put them back on. One's going to get removed. Right, so 1, 2, back on. This one gets removed. I'm going to shuffle that deck up. Right, so bot 1 shuffled up, that's Austria. I'm just going to leave bot 2 deck like that as well, because I don't know, again, how we bring France into this. So we do indeed eclipse Denmark right now. In fact, what are they? No, they're 21. Austria have got a tax income of 21. What did they say we were? 11, 15, 16. Yeah. Not too far away, but far enough. Okay, so I could do taking a pause just now as well. Just wonder if I can squeeze this into the end, because it seems a shame not I don't know how much is involved here though. Well, let's see. Let's get the scenario book out and have a look. Right, what I'll do is I'll go and pause just now and I'll try and set this up and then explain what I've done, I think. There's maybe not an awful lot to it, but... Right, hi all. Right, I've been on pause here for quite a bit. Been trying to sort out this changeover with France. I've just used this slightly purpley colour for the France bot. Now, it says that... Well, first of all, it says that keep the towns with the replaced bot on the board unless annexed, but treat it as if it's all its towns belong to an NPR from this point onwards. So anything up there in red, up in Denmark's, they're all just treated as an NPR now. I've removed all the ships and and you can see I've removed their track and their counter. So we need one of them up there. Now France. No, Austria was going to be first. No, Austria was first player. In actual fact, it would have been Denmark to become first player. So that's what's going to happen. France will become first player. Now, remove their cube from up there. I don't know if I should have shoved that one along the left or not. I think I probably should. Well, here's the thing I'm not quite clear on. It says... It carries on by saying France bot is a setup according to their 1444 setup card, if activating in age 1 or 2. Now we are still in age 1 or 2, so there's the setup card. However, it carries on. If France was set up as a DNPR at the start of the game, which is what we've done, instead replace, so it says instead there, so instead of this, replace all the blue DNPR tokens with French towns of the matching size. That's what I've done. And these were all the ones, they're all the French towns and all the ones that they added on. So I don't think we need the France setup card. I was thinking about it first and I was thinking about what about the influence they get and the alliances, royal marriages and all that. But if you think about it, they've gained territory while we were playing as a DNPR. So I don't think any of this happens. I mean... The other thing though, what about the ships? Shouldn't they get a ship? I mean, they should get a merchant grant. But shouldn't they get a ship? But it doesn't speak about that. It just says instead replace all blue TNPR tokens with French towns of the matching size. But then it could just be meaning that that's what you do regarding the towns part of it. I mean, maybe they do start with an alliance in Scotland and Provence. Province, they've got... See, that's the thing. See, they've got that, so they wouldn't have an alliance in it anymore. And then, they've got a claim in Aquitaine, Brittany and Normandy. So, I mean, I don't know if I should be putting the claim in here. A claim in here would not be much... Well, actually, it's got Bordeaux. So, I mean, maybe. And then you've got the army. However, it tells you what to do with the army. Because it actually says they've got some cavalry here, but it says France bought. So hang on. Any French provinces currently occupied by player realm will get a French town, but will still be occupied by the player realm. Well, none of that happened. There was nothing occupied. And then it finishes with France bot inherits the prestige score and research ideas from the bot it replaces. So I've changed. I've not got pink dice, so that's the score for France bot now. That's what Denmark had, so they get that. Then it says they also score their researched ideas. Now these are milestones up here that Denmark had, so I've kind of tagged them, and this is the only idea that they had tagged, so I've tagged that. And I don't really know about the milestones, but it doesn't mention that. And the other thing, then I wondered, does it get the tag for that was in here for the idea? Now, I had a look back on Bridger's stuff because he played this scenario, and obviously in France did eventually come into the game, And I noticed he had this tag still on there, whereas Denmark had it. Well, they had a bit more in his game. But, so I'm going to put that there. Yeah. And then, also, and it finishes by... so France bot inherits the prestige score and researched ideas from the bot it replaces. It receives 12 bot power, which I've got, and starts with all their manpower deployed in their army. So there's all the manpower deployed in their army, and in fact, we need an army marker. Now, it doesn't say it's on the map or anything like that, but... So, there's the army marker. Oh, of course, no. I'm saying they've got cavalry. Yeah, bots don't deal with cavalry, Grant. Or tell you, they just have infantry. Yeah, okay, so fair enough. That's a nonsense. So that doesn't matter. But what about the ships then? I didn't see. I mean, Bridger's game, he didn't have alliances up in Scotland. He didn't have alliances marked on the board or anything like that. He just had the towns there, and that was it. I did think about going and asking, but I mean, shouldn't they have the ships out there? I mean, it says they've got Bay of Biscay 1 white ship, Gulf of Leon 1 white ship. I mean, I would think they should get them, surely. I think I'm going to put the ships out. So Bay of Biscay, they get 1 white ship there. And what was the other one? Gulf of Leon, which is down here. I mean, because that can affect their trade. And yeah, I mean, I think they should have that. But it's maybe not so clear in the rules as to what you do. What I'm going to be even more unclear about is when it moves on to the events now. So that's that. So I think I've got that set up as best as I can. So the only other things we've got are the events, and so yeah, I don't really think I need this card. So I'll put that away in a second. Are the events and also the bot deck. Well, let's talk events first. So the thing is, we've got 4 more events here of age 2 remaining, right? Now it says, so this is carrying on from scenario specific rules. So here we go. Here, was it say? Where am I? Have I zoomed in too much? No, there we go. So replace events as follows if France bot replaces Denmark bot. So that's what we had. So it's going to replace these cards. So age 1, age 2. Yeah, I've not set up the age 3 cards yet anyway. I'm going to have to hunt them down. I did get more sleeves as well. I ordered more sleeves because I figure I'm going to sleeve this up completely. I'm also going to buy the insert things from that. I can't remember. There's a couple of folk posted pictures and videos. Actually, the video. I didn't mean to look at the video. One of them covers like putting it all back in the box with the non-deluxe version though. And then I want to say maybe the other one doesn't take into account the card sleeves. I always sleeve all my games. I'm not. So when they show you a way of putting it back in the box, but it doesn't work with card sleeves. Whereas this other one that the guy's got out there, it's just a thread on BGG, and he's got some pictures of it. That looks like how I would like to do it. I think there might be some issue with the extra bot decks fitting in or something, because if you buy them extra, which I did, because I think you can end up with, is it 5 bot decks? Yeah, because you could play a 6-player game and play just 1 player and 5 bots, I suppose. I mean, you could do it. So here, from age 2, we've got to replace this. Right, hang on though. Well, can I not look through the pile here? The cards that were played. Oh, I can't pack that up. Give me a second. So here's the events that have... Right, zoom out a bit, Grant. Here's the events that have been played. So if I was to replace 255B with 2041. Now the thing is that if 2055B has been played already, then I don't, I'm only replacing the last 4 cards, I guess. So is 255B being played? It has. So there's 255B. So it's been played already, so it's not going to be one of the last 4 cards. And then we've got 259B. So if that's in here as well, I get the feeling that one's maybe not. 258B, no. So 259B needs to be changed for 2042. So I guess all I can do is find the card in there and then switch it over and shuffle the 4 cards together and put it back, I suppose. Yeah, I think that's the best I can come up with, really. So let me do that then. Let's take 259B out and put 2042 in. Right, so I managed to do that. I didn't look at the cards, I just looked at the card numbers and switched them over, right? So, and I'm just going to shuffle these 4 cards up. And, I mean, clearly they're all going to get dropped. Well, one of them's going to be hidden down, so if you don't see a 204, what did I say it was? 2042, then you know that's the one that's hidden. Okay, so that goes on top there. So that's that bit fixed. And then just finally the bot deck. Well, we've got cards that are removed, and remember, it's different ages. So I think all I can come up with here is finding France bot and looking at age 2, because they're only going to be in this for... Right, where is France bot? Is it not in the scenario? Ah, it is, yeah. So France bot setup card. Yeah, here we go. So here's France bot, right? And then down the bottom here. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to use bot 2, because remember, all the bot decks, they contain all the same cards. It's just you adjust them accordingly. So what I'm going to do is go through bot 2's deck, and I'm going to remove card 8, 10, 12, and 16 for France bot, and then shuffle them up, and it'll be... So it means it's going to have the full set of cards. Well, actually, which are the ones that are removed already? D11, 12. 12's one of them, isn't it? That is about it, though. So they are going to be slightly different. Anyway, I'll set the bot deck up to suit that for this last round of age 2. And then come the time we move into age 3, then I'm obviously going to change that deck as well. But we'll be changing Austria's bot deck as well. Right, so I'll get that sorted. Okay, that's done. I did start wondering there that maybe the cards that I'd set aside for Denmark bot on top of the 4 cards that get removed initially, I should have kept set aside, but as I was looking through the cards, I'm not quite sure where I was, and I thought, well, just shuffle up. It is only for this last round, so maybe France is going to have access to more, because the ones that you remove are the focus ones, aren't they? So they might have access to a bit more of that just for this round. But if the rules they're not really clear. I mean, it just replace events. Unless there's a bit about the bots, how you deal with the bots decks when they get taken over. That's all that's written there. Yeah. Okay, so that's this done. Now I'm going to have slightly less space now to work with here. Although I think I can still actually get the rulebook into here. I'll move this ship a wee bit further across like that, so it gives me a wee bit. I can still get in here a little bit. That should be fine. Yeah. Okay. Right, I think that's everything then, because that was the end of the... Let's check the round summary again. Clean up phase, update and refresh, disband all agent, update manpower, reserve, yeah, we've done all that. Refresh merchants, yeah. And then board and status, mark, clean up, just imperial influence to match. That's fine. Move tactics from status mat. Pass first player token, which is just done. So it's going to be France, me, and then Austria as the third player. Discard down to 5 action cards. Well, I've got 2 action cards left, so yeah, I've not done any of these. I suppose they're both triangle. I mean, this one's a better possibility of a ruler, but this one's a really good military, like general, you know, or even, well, yeah, general. We're not really doing much with ships in this. Right, so I can read that French card back. Yeah, so I think that's us, and it's not the end of the age. So we're now going to go back to the first phase, draw cards phase, but I will come back in the next part to do that. Yeah, I still haven't had an answer to my questions, and I'm shocked. I hope they've not just been not unnoticed. I don't think that can be. So, yeah. Hopefully it's just the time of day, maybe. You know, it's getting in the evening now, though. So hopefully, because again, well, Grant, you're going to have to put this army in here, right? Now, yeah, but you need to know about the army size and this influence cube. And what was the other thing? Oh, possibly that Denmark, Austria should have 2 bot power if they trade. I don't think that. I don't think they get. Well, you know what? My question was actually added on the end, saying that I've noticed the bots can cheat, so it might well be that they still benefit from that. Although it says that no other player can get any money for that secondary trade node. We're talking the bots here, so they might be able to bend the rules a little to do that. We need a French merchant. Yeah, did I not say that already? Well, my guess is he's going to start where merchants. So Champagne, Bordeaux. He only gets 1, so my guess is it goes in Champagne. Yeah, so it's going to go here. Makes sense. Sorry, did you see that? Right, it's in there. Right, so that's one thing. Yeah. And I assume the milestones are still tagged. We've still not came across a situation where somebody else goes to tag a milestone or an idea when somebody's got one already. Because I know the player that's got it already is going to gain. Well, the milestones are quite simply tagged, though, Grant. 5, 3, and 1. Is it 5, 3, and 1? Yeah. But I don't know what happens to the ideas if somebody else was to tag them. Right, okay, this video's getting a bit long, so I will stop it here and I'll be back with the next part shortly. Okay, cheers.